Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be recording a full face flawless foundation routine. I have normal to dry skin, so I'm going to be using some very moisturizing products that are also very long lasting. I use these products all the time. They're my go-to and they apply a very nice full coverage while they don't make you look cakey at the same time, so I love them. Don't mind my shirt. I'm wearing a little Victoria's Secret pajama shirt with doggies on it. To get a flawless foundation look, you need to start with a really clean face. I exfoliated, washed my face is dry, and it's ready to be moisturized. I use the Col de Lis Paris Vino Source Cream Sorbet Moisturizing Sorbet. Looks like this. And I just put it on all over your face. You cannot forget to moisturize. Your foundation will not sit well if your skin isn't moisturized, and it just makes the makeup stay on longer, especially for me with dry skin. It prevents patchiness too. Little trick I learned is that in between steps, after you moisturize, let your skin soak it in and dry for a little bit. Letting your skin kind of set in between products lets each product layer on better. Now we're going to prime, and my favorite primers right now are the Smashbox primers, and I have two photo finishes. One is hydrating and one is blemish control salicylic acid acne treatment. Since I'm a little dry right now, I'm going to use the hydrating one. So when you're priming, remember when you're applying your primer, I apply it, just put it on right now in your T-zone, and when you're putting on your primer, go in downward motions in the direction of your little baby hairs that are on your face, because it kind of puts them down and allows the foundation to go on smoothly. The little trick I do is I put some primer on my eyebrows, just to kind of like set them to stay downward, because we're going to fill in our brows too in the flawless look. Then I'm going to apply some Total Replenishing Eye Cream from NARS Skin Collection. So take your eye cream and dab underneath your eyes. Remember to be super delicate when applying eye cream or ever going underneath your eyes, because the skin under the eyes is very sensitive and you don't want to cause any premature wrinkles. Now that our skin is all moisturized, primed, and anti-wrinklified, we let it dry and we get our skin ready to put our NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I'm in color Light 4 Duvel. I love this foundation. This foundation is my go-to pride and joy foundation. So now that we put the foundation on, we're going to blend it out with a damp beauty blender. This is super, super, super great. It makes it easier to apply. It prevents cakiness if you're a little heavy-handed with foundation, which I have a tendency to be. So we're just going to blend this out. Before we blend, put headbands on because I don't want my hair getting in the way.
What if we run away? What if we left today? What if we said goodbye to safe and sound? What if we're hard to find? What if we lost our minds? What if we let them fall behind?
So now that our foundation is on, we blended it out with our beauty blender. We have a nice sheer coverage, kind of laid a nice base for our other products to go on. My favorite concealer right now is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm in shade Vanilla, a light 2. And I just do a triangle under my eye. It's super important to do a triangle. It brightens under your eye and kind of lifts it. Helps the light catch right there. Wherever you apply your concealer is where you want the light to hit your face. Do you hear the birds chirping outside my window right now? It means spring is coming. I'm so excited. Okay, so now that we applied our concealer to where we want it to be, we're just going to blend it out with that same damp beauty blender.
When the lights start flashing like a photo booth and the stars exploding, we'll be fireproof. My youth is yours, tripping on skies, sipping waterfalls. My youth is yours, run away now.
When you blend under your eye, it's a good trick to blend back and forth. It kind of confuses the concealer and doesn't let it set in any fine lines. Now that we are all concealed, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Comes like this in a little container. And I just pour a little out in the cap and dip my beauty blender in it. Like that. And I just dip my beauty blender in it. And I get some on the sponge. And I just go under the eye to set everything. If I don't set, I will crease. Regardless of whatever concealer I use, even though some crease more than others, I have to always set. I usually set everything just because I like the matte look, and I'll make it glowy by putting some highlight. And just go under my eyes. Like that, back and forth, on top of my eyelids. I'm going to apply some translucent setting powder to my chin now, above my lip, around my nose. I like to set it all in so that when I contour or I apply other powder products, it applies smoothly. Powder products blend better on other powders. So if you're using a liquid foundation, it's really good to apply a translucent powder on top, or even a powder that's the same color, so that any other product you put on top of that comes out smooth, not blotchy, and lasts longer. Okay, so now our face is completely moisturized, primed, put foundation on, concealed, blended, and set. It is ready to be contoured, highlighted, and all that fun stuff. So please stay tuned for my next video where I will show you guys how to contour, highlight, apply blush to finish our perfect, flawless foundation routine. Bye guys!